What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back again for another video as I do a review to our game against Millwall, of course, at the weekend. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. I know I certainly did, especially after this result that we managed to pick up on Saturday. But yeah, we'll get into that in a moment. But yeah, first of all, if you wouldn't mind, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and yeah, comment your thoughts on anything that is discussed in today's show. But yeah, we'll get stuck in straight away. First of all, wow. I literally just can't believe what happened on Saturday. Of course, it was unbelievable. I never expected it. And we came up with the best performance of the season by far. And that is the reality. It was so impressive to watch. It was, we were on the front foot from the very first minute. We took the game to them as well, took the game to Millwall, and had a proper good go. And, we got our rewards for that, application that we showed on the pitch. Like I said, Millwall was coming into this game on the back of a 4-win unbeaten streak, which I was kind of fearing the worst a bit when they came here. But actually, like I said in the last video, surprisingly, I was clutching at straws when I said, anybody can beat anybody in this league. And that was the only kind of positive I was thinking about. And it proved out to be that anybody can beat anybody in the league. But I think we know what we're capable of at Town, and we haven't seen enough of it this season. But yeah, it was, you just couldn't fault that performance whatsoever. I mean, the first half especially was fantastic. We literally dominated completely throughout that half, getting loads of chances. So in the second half, we did continue to dominate, but obviously less chances. But we just saw out the game very nicely, and yeah, we kept going forward, trying to make things happen though. And it was just, I sat back, watched, and I just thought I felt like we were in control of the match as well, which we haven't really said much of this season. I mean, obviously, let's talk about the goal that we scored first. I mean, Nakayama obviously comes forward the ball. It looks like a cross, in all fairness, and he manages to find the top right-hand corner. It did certainly look like a cross, but again, we got ourselves in the right area, and he obviously, miscued it a bit. Well, not miscued. I think it was just a bit of a fluke shot, to be fair. I think it was supposed to be a cross, and yeah, it went in, and that really set the tone for the game. Actually, obviously, early goal, 9th minute, and that settled us down a lot more. And we kept coming at Millwall and trying to get another goal or two, and another chance that I kind of picked out throughout the game. Obviously, Thomas delivers the ball into Kasumi, who flicks it back to Kamara. He shoots from the edge of the box, and the keeper saves. But again, great move, great chance, and we looked very, very lively from the very first minute, like I said. Obviously, Turton did have to come off, unfortunately. Obviously, the only kind of negative of the game, if you could say so. Because Turton's been playing well lately, and for him to come off, hopefully it's not too serious. But I don't think it's for him to come off, it must have been quite bad. Obviously, Holmes replaced him in the 31st minute. So yeah, it was a bit it was a bit disappointing that he got injured, but because the system as well that we played when Turton was on was very, very good and very, very effective. But we regrouped, and we just kept coming. We just kept going at it, and Again, another chance that I picked out in the match of the brilliant breaking play. Got stuck in. How many times did we get stuck in this match? It was it was phenomenal, and obviously Jack wins the ball back. Great challenge by him. Nakayama obviously picks the ball up from that and plays a lovely ball through to Holmes. He obviously races down the touchline, gets a brilliant delivery in, and Soma Thomas gets it on target. The keeper parries it onto the post and it goes away. But yeah, what a chance! But again, great move, great counter attack. The speed that what we played in this, in this moment was very good. And yeah, it was very unfortunate not to get another goal through that, if I'm honest with you. Again, another chance. Great challenge by Lees, wins the ball back again. That's the third or fourth time I've said that already in this video, which I think just shows how committed and how much of a fantastic effort it was on that pitch. Everybody putting in 110% each, and that is what we want. But yeah, obviously he sets Holmes off through the middle, plays a brilliant ball through, toward, and he just hits it wide. Unlucky, but maybe he should have got it on target from that distance. But it was a good effort. But again, great move, great creativity, and we did get in. We did keep pushing forward for another goal. I think obviously that first half, I think Millwall were quite lucky, to be fair, to be going in at 1-0 at half time, because I think that we deserved to get a few more, and we definitely warranted that with the chances we had. Millwall just couldn't get into the game at all. Not just in the first half, but the majority of the match, if I'm honest with you. In fact, it took them till the very end to actually even create a chance of note, really, from my perspective. But we'll get into that in a minute. Loose pass by Millwall again, but again we're on it. We get a challenge in. Redoni gets on the ball, drives at the defence, brilliant skill to get past his man. He plays it back to Rhodes, who makes the keeper work, and obviously puts that shot. Rhodes strikes over the bars, so good save keeper, but yeah, Rhodes again. Millwall obviously came up with their only chance, like I said earlier, right near the end. Brilliant delivery in by them. Nichols had to scramble to keep it out, but yeah, that was the only moment we really looked, like we were, tested or really done much for it. They didn't do anything. We didn't allow them to get into the game either, to be fair. And yeah, that was the only chance they had. But yeah, obviously we saw out the game. Massive win. I can't tell you how much of a boost this is to us. I think that we need to keep. I think where the challenge comes now is to consistently do it now, because we've seen in the past where we've come up with a performance like this, which we haven't done for a while, by the way. So let's talk about the performances we have played well this season, not to this level, but to a similar degree. And the next game, we've just gone back to our own old ways, and we've got to keep that consistency now. But having said that, another game on Wednesday night against Sunderland, if we can get a win there, we could be out of the relegation zone by Wednesday evening. So yeah, it was definitely crucial to get that win at the weekend, and hopefully we can follow it on in another home game on Wednesday. But yeah, the clean sheet again, brilliant to get a clean sheet. That'll give the team a big boost. But most importantly, to get the win, like I said, it felt like more than 3 points. And like I said, I think that 1-0 kind of comes across like it was a close game. But as I said earlier, we dominated from the very first minute. We arguably could have got a few more goals in. You can look at the clinical edge that we maybe lacking from at the moment, but I still think that Millwall got lucky, because I think the chances that we did have, they weren't wasted chances. We didn't waste them. We actually did very well to trouble the keeper and get our strike away very quickly, but it just wasn't, we just wasn't able to get a second goal. But we performed to the levels that we know we are, and we know what we're capable of here. And this proved, yes, on Saturday, what we are capable of in this league. We can compete at this level, and we know what we're made of. And this epitomised everything we're about on Saturday. There's no doubt about that. It was so impressive. I'm going to actually do a new kind of outlet to the video, to the show. I'm going to do some player ratings, which I don't know why I never ever thought about doing before. But anyway, I didn't, and obviously watching someone else stream the other day, and they were doing player ratings. I thought, why not do it myself? I don't know why I didn't think about it before, but anyway, we are where we are. So we're going to start with Nichols in goal. I'm going to give him an A. I think he didn't have very much to do at all, but I still think he's solid. I think his distribution was great in this game, and yeah, it was a solid performance from him. And I can't give anybody, any lower than an 8 that lasted a long time in the game, because obviously Turton is next. Obviously, Turton did have to come off in the 31st minute. So on that basis, I have to give him a lower score, just because he didn't, he didn't play enough. I'll probably give him a 6. I think he looked very, very good, but like I said, I can't go higher than that because he didn't last long enough to be able to give a higher rating than that. Tom Lees, obviously, great performance by him, a lot better. Obviously, 8.5 I've gone for him. Brilliant performance, like I say, a lot better with his passing, and he didn't really have much to do defensively, like I said. Millwall created nothing, really. But yeah, great on the ball, great possession, because I think at times this season he's looked a bit, shaky on the ball and sometimes giving the ball away far too easily. So yeah, it was good to see him have a strong performance. Obviously, partnering him in the back was Mikael Helik. Great performance by him, a lot better, probably the best we've seen of him. I'm giving it 8.5 for that. Brilliant performance, like I say, looked better on the ball, and did what he needed to do when called upon, like I say, which was very little, but possession based, he looked very good. And he didn't give a bit, like all of the team, he didn't give the ball away that much, really. Obviously, Nakayama, I'm giving him an 8.5 as well. I think obviously he got himself a goal. It was a bit of a fluke, obviously, the goal, but again, getting forward nicely, breaking up play, and causing problems down that wing that he was on. But yeah, a really, really good performance by him. I really liked what I saw. And yeah, great to see him get his first goal. I think it's his first goal for the club, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe he scored it before, but great to see him get another goal anyway, regardless. So yeah. Now then, obviously, the man of the match has to go to this guy, and I'll tell you why. Because this guy dominated the middle of the park. He really did. He was everywhere. And that is, of course, David Kasumu. Absolute 10 stars, 10 out of 10. It was just unbelievable, this. He was everywhere, like I said, getting stuck in, always wanting the ball, brilliant passing, always looking forward, very composed. He had it all, and I couldn't fault him at all. He didn't give the ball away once. He's definitely getting better and better as more we've seen him, and I just think that he's a real gem in that midfield, protecting that back four. And yeah, I wish I would have got some stats prior to this, just to back up what I'm actually saying here. But the miles he must have covered in that game would have been unbelievable, and creating chances for his teammates, always on the ball, looking forward, quick pace, brilliant. He just didn't put a foot wrong all afternoon, and he certainly warranted the man of the match that he was awarded at the end of the match, and I definitely agreed with what everybody else was saying about him. So yeah, well done to Kasumu. More of the same, please. He is always showing glimpses of what he can do, and I think that he learned a lot from getting sent off. At Luton, I think he realised he needs to be a bit more disciplined, and of course, so he'll have learned from it. But he's come into this side and he's really made a claim for himself, and he really looks at home in the Championship too. So yeah, brilliant. well done to you, Kasumu. Obviously, Kamara partnering him. I have to give him an 8.5 to be fair. Brilliant performance by the youngster yet again. Nearly got on the score sheet, like I said earlier. Great chance that, find himself on the edge of the box. Great shot, but maybe it could have been, maybe in the corner slightly, not straight at the keeper. But again, he was in the right area. He had a go, and you can't fault him for that. But yeah, defensively, he looked very good. Okay, he didn't have much to do, but on the ball as well, he looked very composed. He's just getting better and better, and I just still can't believe he's only 19 years of age. Absolutely unbelievable. He plays way above his years, and to think that before this season he'd never had any first team football. Obviously, I saw him a lot in the academy in previous years, and yeah, he looked very good, and I could see he's got potential. But this year, he's got an opportunity, and he's voluntarily taken it. And yeah, I'm delighted for him. What a player! And yeah, just fantastic to see. Obviously, Sorba Thomas. Yeah, Sorba was absolutely outstanding. He really was. I have to give him a 9 here. Obviously, constantly working hard, getting a tackling, driving at defenders. They couldn't cope with him, the defenders at Millwall. They really couldn't. And brilliant deliveries in as always. And yeah, really impressed with him. Absolutely brilliant. Like I say, he did have a slow start to the season, like everybody did, to be fair. But he's finding some real good form now. And yeah, it's nice to see the old Sorba back of last season coming slowly. Coming back slowly. And yeah, I think he'll just keep, he'll keep going the way he is now. I don't think we'll see any lapses from him now. But yeah, Jack Radoni, obviously, fantastic performance by him again. Like I said, I always love watching him play. I always love seeing him drive at defenders, always playing without fear, getting stuck in. He's just such a talented player, and like I said, I give him a 9 here as well. Caused problems for Millwall all afternoon, like I said. Very, very good. Nobody can get near him when he's on that kind of form either. I think he's just so quick, so pacey, and yeah, he's got some real skill in him as well. So his work rate as well was fantastic, and one that working back, helping out his teammates, and always getting stuck in. And he's always available. He always wants the ball. That's what I love to see in a player that always wants the ball no matter what. And yeah, well done to him. Absolutely phenomenal. Next up, Ben Jackson. Yeah, very, very good performance again. I really like what he did, getting down the wing, causing problems, and never gave the ball away, really, either, to be fair. Always the first name on the team sheet now as well, which obviously he has gone out on loan a few times before. He's got his chance in the first team. He's been in the academy a few times, obviously, predominantly. And, again, another one that's taken his chance this year. Got himself in there, and now he's, like I said, he's one of the first names on the team sheet now, which, you wouldn't have believed maybe last year. But, yeah, great talent. He's gone out on loan, got some experience with senior football, and, yeah, he's come back and really pushed for a starting place, and now he's got in. So, yeah, 8.5 for me for Ben. Great performance, absolutely phenomenal. And he's passionate as well. You can see how passionate he is. At the end of the game, obviously celebrates. He really clenching his fists and celebrating with the fans. And I just thought, wow, that is brilliant to see. That's what you want in a side: passion and desire and work rate and effort and Terrier spirit, as we say here. It's just fantastic by him. Danny Ward, obviously. I mean, he had a good opportunity, obviously, like I said earlier. Link-up play was good at times. I feel like he could have held the ball up a bit better sometimes, but I think I'd have to give him an 8. I think what we saw overall contribution-wise. But he always puts the shift in, like I said, Danny, he always does. Like, works hard, and sometimes he doesn't get a goal, but he still does contribute. So, yeah, a really good performance, but like I said, to get to that 9 and 10 mark, I think he needed just to up it a bit more and actually be more clinical in front of goal, and maybe get himself in better areas as well with his movement. But yeah, really, really happy with him. Like I say, he needs to be better in front of goal, and like I said, we haven't seen the Danny Ward of last season yet. So let's hope we can see him firing again at some point. But yeah, decent performance. So Rhodes did come on. He did well when he came on the 68th minute. And yeah, like I say, he came on and nearly got a goal. And like I say, I was kind of surprised that Rhodes didn't start. Maybe because he's at his age now, he can't really start every game. But I still think I probably would have started him. But anyway, it didn't matter in the end. Obviously, we got the win. And Rhodes obviously can't play every single minute of every game now. So we have to manage his minutes. So Kasumu came off for Boyle in the 88th minute. Standing ovation from the crowd, of course. So couldn't really give him a rating because he wasn't on the pitch long enough. But yeah, good to see him make another appearance. But yeah, that's kind of really. But yeah, so definitely very, very impressive. Like I said, really happy. Couldn't be happier. The atmosphere was a lot better on Saturday as well at the stadium, which is what we need. Keep going forward, to keep pushing. We need that positivity around the place, and yeah, obviously Mark Fotheringham's come into a lot of criticism lately, but to be fair, he did get it right in this game, and maybe this is a sign of what's to come. But we need to see it consistently, and let's hope we can. But obviously, he was named in the Manager of the Week award as well, Mark Fotheringham, which is testament to him. Obviously, Nakayama was named in the Championship team. I'm surprised there was not more Town players in. Maybe I'm being biased, but I think obviously Kasumu definitely deserved to be in there. And yeah, a few others, Sorba Thomas, fantastic. But yeah, we keep going. This is only one game. We have to keep this going. And like I say, that's the biggest challenge now, to keep it going. We've set the bar. We know where we can, this, like I said, this performance had everything: heart, desire, passion, everything you want to see in a Town performance, and we delivered. I can't fault it. I can't fault anything really. I mean, if you want to be harsh, you could say we should have scored more, but we never really, we never looked like we never looked like we lost control of the game at all. We always looked in control, and yeah, it was a really solid 1-0 win, and that scoreline doesn't reflect how good we actually were. But we definitely had the best performance of the season right there on Saturday afternoon. It was just a joy to watch. And it was nice to have a bit of cheer and a bit of joy, because we haven't had much of that this season. And yeah, like I said, more of the same on Wednesday. Obviously, I will be back for a preview of the game against Sunderland tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, I think I've kind of covered everything really. I mean, if you want to look at the stats for a second, obviously, we had 14 shots. We only had 5 on target, obviously 6 off target. They only had 4 shots and they had 1 on target. So yeah, that shows the dominance there, really, of how good we were. But yeah, it was a joy to watch. They're off the bottom of the table now, and like I say, if we do win on Wednesday, we can go out of the relegation as long as results go our way. So yeah, it's fantastic, and I just couldn't be happier. It was a massive game, and it was a massive result to get, and everybody played their part, and yeah, it's fantastic. We just need to build on it. Like I said, that's where the challenge comes, the consistency side of things. We need to keep this going now, and like I say, keep climbing that table, because our goal difference isn't the best, but it's not the worst of the divisions. So I think that we just need to keep going along. If we get another win on Wednesday, which is certainly manageable. Obviously, Sunderland just come up from the League One, and they're in 16th place, which is solid. 21 points they've got. So yeah, but obviously we'll get into that more in the next one. But yeah, what a fantastic, brilliant, incredible performance to everybody connected with the club. The players, absolutely brilliant, and yeah, they sent us all home very, very happy indeed. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Please hit the like button if you like what you've heard or seen. Subscribe to the channel as well, please. It would mean a lot to me. I am on the road to 170 subscribers, so let's try and get to 170 in the next week. Comment your thoughts. What did you make of this performance, Town fans? What did you think? Let me know who your man in the match was. Any comments you want to make, feel free to get involved in the comments. I'd love to hear from you all. But yeah, that is it. I'll see you on the next one. And yeah, thank you for watching again. Really do appreciate everybody's support. But yeah, and I'll be back again tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, we are on the up again. Hopefully, let's keep building on this fantastic result and clean sheet that we managed at the weekend. Come on, you Terriers, up the town, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye bye.